All right, everyone, I am breaking another round of ADF. I am currently 42 hours and 15 minutes in, so I'm gonna break my fast here. And to start, which is a pretty normal thing for me to start with my handy chopsticks here, is this big bowl of roasted Brussels sprouts. This is, I think, over a pound of Brussels sprouts. You can see the roastedness of it right there. Good as usual. I also have this bowl, or this little tiny, sorry, I shouldn't talk with my mouth full. I have this tiny bowl of balsamic vinegar. I usually don't like to drizzle it on the Brussels sprouts. I use it more as a dipping sauce because it's pretty strong, but very good. I can't remember the last time I had a refeed where I'm eating or cooking at home without Brussels sprouts. So good. If any of you eat Brussels sprouts, do you use a different kind of glaze? Do you add anything different to it? I like just seasoning it and really roasting it, and the balsamic vinegar is like a good, like, acidic flavor that goes along with it, but I'm just wondering, is there a different way that you eat it? And one of the reasons that I eat a lot of Brussels sprouts, well, is one, I love them, but at the same time, it's very low cal, it's a lot of volume, and it really helps with satiety. But remember, if you want this to be long lasting, if you want to eat healthy and do it long term, you still have to find foods that you enjoy. Like, if you don't like Brussels sprouts, don't force yourself to eat it. Don't eat the way I do. I imagine most people aren't just eating 1 pound of Brussels sprouts before they eat another pound of other vegetables and meat and rice. And just in case you're curious, when I cook these are seasoned with salt, pepper, onion powder. I actually use no salt, which is a potassium supplement. It tastes pretty much like salt. I do spray a little oil on it to make sure that it doesn't stick to the pan. That's pretty much it. Pretty good. That's pretty much it. I mean, here's a little of like the leftover leaves. Sometimes I'll eat it. Usually not the really like burned ones, but that's about a pound of Brussels sprouts. On to the next. This is ground chicken. It's super low in calories. So for every 85 grams, it's like 100 calories and 15 grams of protein. I had this last time, it was actually pretty good. And it's still pretty good. I typically eat ground beef that's higher in fat, but because I'm trying to keep the calories down and get a lot more volume, this is one of the ways to do it. Now you can see here, this is just a bowl of meat because I'll typically eat this with rice and vegetables, but this is the way to get the protein in first to make sure I'm getting the macronutrients I want. Because I know if I started with rice, then I'm just gonna way overeat the rice. And what's nice about this too is you could eat this not with rice, you could eat it with low carb tortillas. You could add a ton of vegetables to it. I mean, pretty much whatever you do with meat. And the taco seasoning is pretty good with it. There is additional taco seasoning. It does come out a little dry without it, and this is a nice touch. This is a gigantic bowl of that ground chicken that I was eating. This is like another 200-ish grams, so this is now a total of a pound of the ground chicken. This is about 285 grams of white rice, and there's 80 grams or so of cherry tomatoes or stewed tomatoes, and about 225 grams of corn. It's a very simple mix, but it's delicious. See, I told you, it's delicious. It's a huge bowl. And that's the thing too, you can get real creative with this. You can add salsa, you can add onions, you can add cheese, sour cream. You have a lot of options here. You don't even have to eat it with rice. You can throw it in a tortilla, combine both, add beans. If you're vegetarian, well, then not so much of the ground chicken, but I know there are other options that you can put together. Oh, you could add lettuce. I'm not really a big fan of. When I go to Chipotle and I do my Chipotle bowl, I keep it really simple. It's usually rice, and I'll do double chicken. I won't even add beans to it. And then I add cheese, and then like the corn salsa, and then the hot salsa, and sour cream and guacamole. That's it. It is getting to dessert-ish time. This is about 325. Wait, no, I think it's closer to 390 grams of cottage cheese and about 250 grams of pineapple. I was looking for blueberries today. Apparently there was a huge sale, so it was completely sold out. So pineapples it is, which is still one of my favorite combinations. I was about to say concoction, but combinations. I know there are probably a lot of people who don't like cottage cheese, but I could probably eat this all day. And remember, if cottage cheese isn't your thing, you could do yogurt, you could do Greek yogurt, you could do not Greek yogurt. I don't know. I've eaten all of that, about a pound of meat, a pound of Brussels sprouts, about 300 grams of white rice and stewed tomatoes and the cottage cheese and the pineapples, and I'm currently about 56 hours into my refeed. So all of this in about under an hour. I'm gonna make dessert and probably won't film all of that just because I want to at least have dessert and just chill for a little bit, but I'll show you what my dessert is gonna look like tonight. Okay, it's dessert time. This is a gigantic bowl. Do you see this one I put here? This is like the decoration, the decorative one. This is a bowl of pumpkin pudding or whatever concoction that I put together here. This is a bowl of sugar-free Jello pudding with protein Fairlife milk, with protein powder, with canned pumpkin, with pumpkin pie spice, and a ton of Biscoff cookies on top. You don't have to put this many on here. This is a substitute, like I've said before, for pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie is probably one of my absolute favorite desserts next to cheesecake. Pumpkin cheesecake is a really good mix too, but this is higher protein. This is on the healthier side. This is still high in calories, but it's better than just eating straight up pumpkin pie at a grocery store where it's probably no protein at all or very low protein and just a ton of sugar. So with that being said, here we go. So good. Pumpkin pie spice, did I say that was in here too? It's just a really good flavor combination. And it's not pumpkin pie by any means, but still really good. All right, so I'm gonna eat the rest of this off camera. You see the total calories right there. I will absolutely finish, demolish, destroy this bowl. I might have a couple more of these, but if I do, I'll talk about it, and I'll see you in the next one. What ended up happening after I ate all of that is I ate another 3 packs of Biscoff cookies. I ended up eating 6 packs of Biscoff cookies again because I can't help myself. It's something that I need to be a lot better about. Does it mean because I ate that, I'm just gonna give up? I'm just gonna throw away the day? I'm just gonna start over? No. Yeah, I wish I could have better control with that, and that's something I'll continue working on, but I'm not going to beat myself up about it, over it. I don't want to put myself in that position. Now, here's the thing. Even after I ate all of that yesterday, one of the reasons I've been really enjoying that ground chicken is because of how low the calories were. That refeed yesterday was under 3,000 calories. I was able to do that at 2,980 calories. My protein was not at the 190 that I wanted it to be, especially when I'm eating close to 3,000 calories. And that's where the Biscoffs were a mistake, because I ate 6 packs of those Biscoffs and that was 720 calories because each pack was 120 calories with 1 gram of protein. So think about that. Think of how nutritionally bad that was. That's 6 packs of Biscoffs, 720 calories, and 6 grams of protein. I could have made a better decision, but I'm not going to beat myself up about it. I still enjoyed it and I moved on with my life. And I still kept my calories under 3,000. This isn't old Jerome where I would eat 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 calories. Sure, I wish I hit my 190 grams of protein, but like I said, I can't beat myself up about it. I still take this as a win. This is me learning how to deal with refeed after refeed after refeed. Not every refeed is going to be perfect. And if you're sitting here watching this or watching the video I put together, judging that refeed, well, that's on you. No one's telling you you have to eat this way. This is me trying to fix me eating 6,000, 7,000 calories every refeed. This is me trying to put some control in what I'm doing, trying to find hacks in eating lower calorie, high volume. Not every day is going to be perfect. I mean, look at the last refeed. Before that, 6,500 calories. My last refeed, I broke with beer and pizza and a bunch of chocolates and cookies. But that was planned. I was out with friends. Not every day is going to be perfect, and there's nothing wrong with that.